This is the third sellout crowd of the season for the Cavaliers in the Richfield Coliseum, and it's more than coincidence. It's the third time the Bulls have been in.
That's right.
Every time it's been a sellout. Here are the starting lineups tonight for the Bulls. A familiar-looking starting five with Horace Grant at one forward spot.
Horace shooting 75% in the 4 games against these guys.
And his 4-year running mate, Scottie Pippen, at the other spot. He struggled last night.
He struggled last night, but he's shooting very well from the free throw line. We'll need that against this team tonight.
Bill Cartwright in the middle. Bill had a good second half last night.
He came in. He only played 2 minutes in the first half, but he did. He hit 4 baskets in a row. Good shot for Bill.
And Michael Jordan, of course, we've already talked about him as the potential MVP this year.
Yes, sir. He was the guy that closed their doom last night.
And a guy that closed Milwaukee's doom the game before was John Paxson.
Pax with 4 out of 5 from the 3-point range. He's starting to warm up from there.
So Phil Jackson's club with that 19-12 road record. Phil Jackson, who posted his 100th coaching victory a couple of games ago. We're ready to look at that Cavalier lineup. Veteran Larry Nance opening at one forward.
Larry Nance is having his best year by far, even the good years he had with the Phoenix Suns.
Cavs are getting healthy. Hot Rod Williams back in the lineup.
Yes, they've reaching a 500 mark with him back in the lineup.
Brad Daugherty has been a model of consistency this year.
And he's had some of his better games against the Bulls, Jimmy.
In the backcourt, Craig Elo, outstanding defensive player, a guy who always draws that tough assignment guarding Michael.
He does, and he hit a big 3 to beat Milwaukee the other night.
And Darnell Valentine. After the injury to Mark Price, the Cavs went back to him.
That's right. He resurrected. He knows it, and he's playing like a man possessed.
And Lenny Wilkins, who a few days ago got a contract extension.
Right. A Hall of Famer as a player and could be headed that way as a coach.
You know, oftentimes, John, when a team has a bad season, they put a lot of the blame on the coach. But Lenny Wilkins, the last 2 years, they have had more than their share of injuries here. And it's good to see that the Cavs understand the management that that just couldn't be done with all these people out. Mark Price, when you take him out, that we have said so often that he's the heart and soul of this club. It's true.
That's right. They've done a good job by getting Lenny in here. He's a good teacher. He's especially good with young players.
The officials tonight are signed by the NBA. Jake O'Donnell, Tommy Nunez, and Blaine Reichelt.
I forgot the man with the powder was there.
Huh?
Oh, man.
Michael Jordan snuck up on us with that rosin tonight.
You were too close to the bench here.
We are approaching the first anniversary of Michael Jordan's 69-point game. That happened here the last time the Bulls were in last season. And the opening tip controlled by Horace Grant, ahead to Pippen. Cleveland covers up, and Paxson comes up shooting. Looky there. John Paxson puts the Bulls in front. Daugherty starts it high. It's Williams guarded by Grant. Nance over Cartwright. Larry Nance draws Cleveland even.
He's gotten much better from the outside. He used to be a post-up inside player with Phoenix, and since he's come here, he's really developed a nice outside shot. Complements his game.
Yeah, he's averaging over 20 points a game for the Cavs. Jordan against Elo. Michael looks in, gets it into Cartwright. Cartwright over Daugherty. Horace Grant with a tip, but he spanked it over the backboard, so the Cavaliers have it looking for the lead. Cleveland 15-16 on the home court and 23-40 overall. The Bulls going for the season series sweep tonight. It would give them that 2 years in a row as they won all 5 last year from the Cavs. Cleveland on the perimeter, 10 to shoot. Elo picked up by Cartwright against the switch. Over the top, it's Daugherty, and he's got the layup. Cavaliers read the mismatch very well. John Paxson looking in over Valentine. And it goes to Horace Grant. The cross court to Pippen. Shot clock at 10. Paxson into Grant. Grant over Hot Rod Williams. And the rebound to Daugherty. Valentine coming on the push. Finds Hot Rod Williams. Checked by Grant. Larry Nance sidesteps Pippen. Lost the ball to Jordan, though. The Bulls out with a 2-on-2. Michael Jordan against Elo. Has picked it up, comes out to Paxson. Another 20-footer. Rims out, and Elo the rebound. Cavaliers the 2-point lead in the ball. Valentine gives it to Doherty in the right corner with 10 minutes left to go here in the quarter. Nance over Cartwright. Man. Cavaliers in front 6-2.
The Bulls really won't bother this team, Jim, until they start to put real defensive pressure. Here's a 20-second timeout taken by Phil Jackson. Until they start to put real big pressure on their guards. I don't think their guards can handle it.
Quick reminder, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Bulls. It may not be reproduced, retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Bulls. Phil Jackson really going to have to work tonight to keep his team focused in on this game. You know, oftentimes when you play this many games, you have all this travel involved. It's the mental aspect more than the physical that takes its toll.
It is. He doesn't like the way the big men are for Cleveland are just doing what they want, putting the ball on the floor, taking their spacing, and getting the outside shot. He wants a little pressure on it.
Although these three guys up front for the Cavs are as good as it gets in this league. Here's Jordan. And Cartwright, the offensive rebound. Bill Cartwright brings the Bulls within 2.
Didn't leave anything to chance there by getting that shot blocked. And that front line blocks him quite a few shots. Nance and Hot Rod.
Valentine against Paxson. Screen roll with Doherty. They pinch him off. The Cavs swing it to Hot Rod Williams. It ended Nance loose, and Horace Grant a pickup. The Bulls back looking to tie. Pippen against Nance. Paxson comes out around a Cartwright screen. Scottie Pippen traveled, trying to take it in along the baseline. Last time the Bulls ran, the Cavaliers had the lead at halftime, but the Bulls ended up winning going away. Hot Rod Williams. So all of their points from that front line. 8-4 Cleveland. Cartwright against Doherty. Good movement off the ball. Paxson comes up shooting. John Paxson with his second outside jumper. Half-court game so far. And here's Elo for 3. Scottie Pippen, the rebound. The Bulls out looking to tie. Pippen backs it out, guarded by Doherty. 12 to shoot. Pippen wants Doherty one-on-one to the hoop, draws the foul. Brad Doherty on the foul, and Phil Jackson wants the goaltend as well.
That's right. He was looking for the goaltend. Scotty sort of tattooed the ball off the floor a little bit and then went up. And as you look at it, he couldn't get the call. He gets the call here as he goes around Doherty, and Hot Rod throws it up. But Nance looked like he had a piece of it. Scotty shoots too.
Here's another look at it. This maybe be able to tell a little better about the goaltender. Not
yeah, he got it.
He sure did.
Scotty, as I said, 10 out of 13 from the free throw line going into this game, and he adds 2 more here.
So the Bulls pull even at 8 with a little over 8 minutes left in the quarter. Against the pressure, Nance on ahead to Valentine, and a foul on Paxson.
A hand check in the air, says Jake.
I've heard of a bear in the air, but I haven't heard that one, Red.
That'll be his first team
foul on Pax. First foul of the game against the Bulls. Valentine on the move against Paxson. Left baseline, it's Hot Rod Williams. A pitch out to Valentine. His long jumper is in.
There it is. All they're stuck on is those outside shots.
That's what the way it was with Charlotte last night. They fell in love with their outside shot, and then the Hornets really didn't have anything to go to on the inside.
Go back to Milwaukee game.
Yep.
They did the same thing.
Punch into Jordan. Michael backs it out against Williams. Kicks a pass left to Scottie Pippen. Valentine rotates up on him. Now Jordan over Elo. Michael Jordan has his first 2. And the game is tied at 10. Valentine around the screen by Doherty. They swing it left to Williams, wide open. Boy, Hot Rod Williams drills it. Cavaliers on the season shoots .476 from the field. They lead this one by 2. Paxson punches into Horace Grant across the lane. A hook won't go, but a foul, and Horace on the line. Foul is on Valentine, his first, and a timeout taken here in Richfield. 1 tick inside of 7 minutes. It's 12-10 Cavaliers, and we'll be back after these messages.
When you're dead at 17, you are dead at 17.
In 1981, this man declared war on the #1 killer of teenagers, drinking and driving.
You drink, you drive, you die.
It's a new generation of students who believe they have the power to eliminate their #1 killer, and it's working. Teenage deaths related to drinking and driving are dropping. Write to SAD, Post Office Box 800, Marlborough, Massachusetts, 01752.
The high school action is hot in Chicagoland, and nobody delivers it better than Preps Plus in the Chicago Tribune. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Preps Plus serves up the games, the players, and the plays that mean the most to you. High school's greatest hits, scores, and a way to keep track of the local sports scene. So dive into full color coverage and get in the game. The high school game with Preps Plus, only in the Trib. For home delivery, call 1-800-TRIBUNE.
Here are 10 good reasons for you to shop at True Value hardware stores. If you come up with any others, we'll be here to help. You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
Well, Horace Grant, of course, has a twin brother, Harvey. Little did you know, though, there was a Horace Grant look-alike contest held, and the 2 finalists
are here.
Right, in the building tonight. Which one is Horace?
Horace, take a look at these 2 guys.
What a couple of idiots they are.
Good job by Horace as he'll step to the line now, and he took it across, and the lane got fouled by Valentine. He shoots 2 free throws. So the Bulls taking a ball to the hoop, and the Cavs staying on the outside.
Looks like last night's game. Bulls getting on the free throw line. Since Horace came back from turning that ankle, well, he's done good stuff offensively. His rebounds are up as well as his points, averaging almost 15.5 points a game. His 2 free throws here draw the Bulls even. Full court press. Valentine zips right through it. And Hot Rod Williams spots up. 6 points for him. Cavaliers keep the lead. Scottie Pippen against Nance. Pippen around the Grant pick. Jordan fires into Cartwright. Bill slips in, rejected by Nance, taken out by Elo. Right baseline shot, Williams. He has it stuck on automatic. 8 points for him.
They missed him early in the year.
Cleveland with a 4-point lead. Scottie Pippen takes up some slack. Gives it up to Jordan. Michael spins and shoots it over Elo. Doherty the rebound. Long up court pass to Elo. Elo spins in. Doubled up. Can't get rid of the ball, and Jordan steals it from him. Here's John Paxson off to Jordan. Underneath Scottie Pippen. Behind the back to Grant, and Horace gets the layup.
Good work by the Bulls that time, all the way from the steal by Michael.
Fans are booing. They thought Michael Jordan fouled Elo. Cavalier lead at 2. Hot Rod Williams wide on the floor at the stripe to the right. Here's Nance against Pippen. Scottie wouldn't go in the air on the fake. Valentine turns it in. It's kicked off to Elo. And Craig Elo connects. Everything coming for the outside for the Cavs. They got a 4-point lead. John Paxson trying to work his way in. Gets bumped. Shoots it on Valentine. Rattles in. Backs with 6. Valentine calls a play. Doherty looking in from the top against Cartwright. Shot clock at 14. Larry Nance against Grant. They punch into Hot Rod Williams over Pippen. First shot he's missed. Now the Bulls down looking to tie. Horace Grant on the move against Williams. Running hook and a foul on Hot Rod Williams. That's his first. Horace Grant to shoot two.
Well, that's what we said. The Bulls.
Hot Rod Williams.
Jim, we talked about some good work by the Bulls from the steal. Elo got the ball down low. Michael slaps it out of his hands. All red jerseys around trying to help out. Here comes Jordan. This is what we're talking about. What they do. They give the ball up. He knows Pax is behind him. Pax looks at the three. It's not there. Back to Michael. Michael sees Scotty cutting inside, hits him, and behind the back he gives it to Horace. Horace up and in, and that's the way that things have gone for the Bulls.
John Morton is in for Cleveland. Valentine is out. Horace Grant missing the first of two. Morton has played much better for the Cavaliers the last couple of weeks. Off the bench. Horace with 5. It's a 1-point lead for Cleveland. Against pressure. Doherty looking for Morton. Doherty on the dribble. Takes it across. Now he's double. Cartwright takes him one-on-one. Williams swings to Elo. Outside Morton. 8 to shoot. Cleveland just now getting into its set. Here's Nance. Elo for 3. And the rebound to Horace Grant. The outside shot's not falling now. Bulls looking for the lead. Paxson around to Horace Grant. Pick. Right back to Horace. Down the lane. His layup rejected. Cleared by Williams. Out they come on the run. John Morton leaves it for Doherty.
Well, Nance has got 2 blocks, and they lead the baskets. Doherty follows up the trail.
3-point lead for Cleveland with 3:48 left to go in the quarter. Michael Jordan to Cartwright on the bounce to Paxson. Johnny Pax has got it stuck on automatic too. He's got 8.
Well, they forget about him. When you talk about the Bulls lineup, you have a tendency to forget about him.
Morton took up slack. Jordan knocked it away from him out of bounds. It looked like it went off his leg.
Cavalier basketball.
Cleveland has it.
16 seconds.
With 16 to shoot.
16.
I thought they were going to call a timeout. Everything sort of stopped.
DJ Armstrong ready to come on for the Bulls. The Cavs have it in play to Elo. Now it's Williams against Grant. One-on-one on the post. 6 to shoot. Nance against Pippen. Pippen chopped it away, but a foul, and Larry Nance shoots 2. Scottie Pippen with his first.
33, Scottie Pippen. That's his first team second.
John Paxson leaves, and
number 10,
B.J. Armstrong comes in. Pax with a nice here first quarter with 8 points, and you know B.J. Armstrong's been pretty good against his club, Jim.
Actually, he and Horace probably have shot the best, right?
Yeah, and he's averaging over 12 off the bench. Well, nice job.
Larry Nance missing the first of 2. Puts Cleveland up by 2 with that second one. It's Armstrong against Morton. Jordan guarded by Elo. Cartwright against Williams. Bill wheels in, has no shot. Oh, yeah? Gets his own rebound. And now he's fouled, and it looked like Nance had a clean block.
Well, he's had 2 blocks, as we said early in this quarter. Now the foul.
Timeout taken. Cartwright will be on the free throw line when they come back. 2:52 left in the quarter. Lenny Wilkins and the Cavs have a 2-point lead.
Charm and elegance. Reservations a must. The Cavaliers.
Top and Miller Lite together for the Recycler Tour. Don't let them pass you by.
It's a special season, the Silver Season, and Richie Theus remembers artist, the A-Train Gilmore.
basically the team was built around Artis. If he got his hands on the ball anywhere from 3 feet to 2 feet from the basket, you were not going to stop him from scoring.
Friday, April 5th, it's Miller Lite Pitcher Night. Plus the Bulls versus the Spurs. Call 312-902-1919.
The strongest man in the league. I have seen him literally carry people to the basket.
For the first time on television, the incredible true story of the platoon that did the impossible. Outnumbered 10-1, the men of the 173rd Airborne stood their ground.
Open fire!
Michael Dudikoff, platoon leader. Tuesday night at 7 on Channel 9.
April 15th, Milwaukee Bucks in the stadium. It's Wild Irish Rose Ladies Night. The first 5,000 ladies receive a rose, compliments of Wild Irish Rose. On St. Patrick's Day, the Bulls have family and friends on hand here in the Richfield Coliseum. Tom Borwinkle's family is here. There's his daughter, Gretchen.
It's his mother there in the red outfit with her hand on her chin. Bulls fans coming all the way from Chicago. Of course, Tom originally from this area.
Bill Cartwright getting ready with the first of 2.
Bill is struggling this year from the foul line. Last year he had it up to about 80%. He was really in a nice rhythm, but really not shooting the free throw that fluidly this year.
Doherty the rebound. The Bulls down by 2. Cleveland 10 of 13 from the field. The Bulls 7 of 16. Doherty against pressure. Gives it up to Morton. Double teamed at the timeline. And now it's Elo getting free from 15. Off the glass. Craig Elo puts the Cavs in front. 23-19. Michael Jordan. One-on-one with Elo. Pitch out to Armstrong. Scottie Pippen takes up slack. Armstrong fires it into Cartwright. It's loose. Still loose. Doherty has it. And now Morton advancing. Here's Hot Rod Williams again. Won't take the shot this time. Doherty against Cartwright. Bill Cartwright with the foul, and Doherty shoots 2.
The foul is on number 24.
Bulls not playing that well, not shooting that well, but they're right in the game.
Now Danny Ferry is in. Williams is out.
This is a solid front line they've got. The rotation is very good. They got Danny Ferry from the Clippers in that trade for Ronnie Harper. Brad Doherty bangs that first one off the iron.
Cavaliers are 1 for 3 from the line here early.
Not a real good free throw shooting club. Nance is the best, and he split a pair already.
Again, the Bulls with a chance to cut it to 2. Or 1 with the long one. Scottie Pippen against Nance, and off the ball. A foul on Ferry trying to come through.
Yes. Veteran may get away with that play, but not a rook.
That'll be his first penalty situation.
With the Cavaliers in front by 4, let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
Horace Grant drops the first of 2. He's 4 for 5 from the foul line. Will Perdue is in. Bill Cartwright is out.
Well, how about everybody in Salem, Virginia? Gary, Jackson, Ricky, and Marvin. They're sitting here watching the game, and they got family at home. They watch us all the time.
Bill Cartwright connects. He's got 7. Horace Grant with 7 points in the game. As he dropped that one, that's 5 for 6 for him from the free throw line. Doherty on the dribble, and Pippen a steal. Bulls out on the move. Scottie Pippen circles and finds Jordan. Around a Perdue screen. Wow. Michael Jordan. What elevation he had on that jump shot. A 20-foot shot. And he had to be at the top of that 42-inch vertical leap.
Had Nance jumping out at him.
There's Doherty in on Perdue. No call. And then he gets the layup.
Doherty, sometime during his game, will show you that ball where he throws it, fakes it over your head, and makes you turn and takes it on into the hoop.
Dave Corsine is still looking for it. Here's Jordan losing it as Elo dug it out. John Morton off to Elo.
Scotty!
Knocked off the glass by Pippen, and here comes Armstrong as the Bulls come back. A 4-on-2, and Jordan's reverse is in. The game tied at 25. 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Morton outside, guarded by Armstrong. Ferry guarded by Jordan. Elo with Pippen on him and 8 to shoot. Elo has the 3 and takes it. Nope. The Bulls have it. If they hurry, they can get 2 for 1. They are not. Horace Michaels up court pass deflected, and the Cavaliers back on the move. John Morton 3-on-2 takes it in on Purdue and draws the foul.
Will Purdue on the foul. They go right down the middle. The Bulls trying to get that 2 for 1, and sometimes that's not the best thing to do if you don't get a good shot. They throw it away. Here comes Morton now. He had that tongue out too, Jim. John, well, we got the right number.
Yeah, 32.
He's got the same amount of letters in his last name.
32. The foul was on, not 22.
No.
I know.
No. I mean, the guy in the free throw.
You're right. Craig Hodges ready to come in for Jordan.
Here comes another guy with 6 letters in his name.
Well, the Cavs #1 guard
Valentine back in.
I think he came for Horace. They're going to spread this out a little bit for the last. So Morton breaks the tie.
Actually, percentage-wise, Morton their best free thrower at 84%, and he drops both of them. Armstrong guarded by Morton. No shot clock. 15 seconds. They make their move. Armstrong out front against Morton. BJ takes it all away. Nance blocks it right at the hoop. Now Valentine a throw ahead to Elo. They don't get the shot away, and after 1, it is Cleveland by 2. 27-25 the score.
The guy said, Annie, you're a Pop Secret popcorn lover, so you should know we inspect our kernels for quality. I say, this is a strange conversation, but you've got my attention. They said, for example, small kernels don't pop up big enough. Wrong color, they might not pop up at all. Only half the kernels are right for Pop Secret. That's why it always pops up so light and fluffy.
Pop Secret, perfect popcorn is our passion.
I'm developing a passion of my own.
Of all the airlines serving Chicago, which one will take Chicago business travelers in and out of O'Hare nearly 900 times today? Which one will fly them to the most destinations worldwide? Which one will take them to Europe with the most non-stops to the most cities? Which airline of all the airlines has grown to become the gateway to the world for Chicago business travelers? American Airlines. We mean business in Chicago.
Right now, for a limited time, your Ford dealer is offering special financing. Not 7.9%, not 6.9, not even 5.9. Right now, get 3.9 financing for 48 months. You heard right. 3.9% financing for 48 months. That means you can own a new Ford for only $144 a month, or choose cash back up to $1,500. That's low 3.9% financing for 48 months, or up to $1,500 cash back on Ford cars and trucks. Only at your local Ford dealer. Hurry, don't miss out.
On Tuesday, April 9th, the New York Knicks in the stadium equal 25th anniversary basketball card night. For the first
with the numbers on your lotto.
The Bulls 25th anniversary basketball cards, courtesy of Equal. Well, the shooting wasn't equal in the first quarter tonight.
No, 9 out of 19, 47% for the Bullies. 71% for Cleveland, but the Bulls trail by 2.
And the Bulls are right there. This game a lot like last night, to this point anyway. Nance wide left, guarded by King. Michael Jordan out of the game right now. Here's Ferry taking the outside shot. Danny Ferry taking what was given. Cavaliers in front by 4. Scottie Pippen against Doherty. Scottie with a fake. No. And the rebound tipped out. Purdue gets it up to Hodges. A long 3. Rebound loose. Purdue hustling, and it's out of bounds. Got a loose ball foul called on Morton. Morton rubbed Purdue out. Good call by Jake O'Donnell.
Good work by Will. Again, he had big time. He led the team in rebounds last night when Bill had a problem, got hit in the eye. He goes hard for the ball, and he did. He sort of just bumped him out of bounds.
So with 11:20 left in the half, Pippen to throw in. Gerald Patio guarding Hodges. Pippen has it left, works around a Purdue screen. Doherty picks him up. Craig Hodges into King, guarded by Ferry. Now to Pippen. He's a shot by King. Stacey King delivers, and the Bulls are within 2 again.
Stacey hit a couple shots from the outside now, Jim. He's widening out his game.
Nance against King. Morton against Armstrong. Screen roll with Doherty. Morton turns it in. Scoops for Doherty. Nice play.
Yes, it was. I'll tell you. Good breakdown of the defense by John Morton.
Scottie Pippen trying to get inside. Armstrong around a Purdue screen underneath Pippen. Back to Purdue. The ball loose. Diving on the floor is Ferry to Morton. John Morton lost the handle. Doherty the pickup and the basket. Doherty's got 10, and Cleveland steps out to a 6-point lead. Pippen guarded by Nance. Pippen from the outside. Scottie Pippen has his first field goal. That's 4 points for him. And now the Bulls need a defensive stop. Inside of 10 minutes for the half. Ferry out front against Pippen. Gerald Patio delivers to Doherty. Doherty missing. The ball on the floor. Dug out by Morton. He lays it in and draws the foul. The hustle plays not going the Bulls' way. Loose ball on the floor, and they couldn't clean it out.
That's right. Morton gives him another lift here. I'll tell you, the Bulls had the area blocked off and didn't come up with the rebound. The shot is missed. The Bulls are all under the basket, and they don't come up with the rebound. Stacey's got to leave his feet to go get that ball. Morton picks it up, lays it in, and draws the foul, and now gets 3 out of it.
Morton with 5 points in the game, and the Cavaliers' lead is 7. 9:40 left in the half. Cliff Levingston and Horace Grant ready to come back for the Bulls. Levingston for the first time. Horace back into the game. Here's Purdue with 5 on the clock. Make it 7. And it's Armstrong off the drive and a foul. Non-shooting foul. Patio on the foul.
Number 24, Gerald Patio. That's his first team.
Stacey King is out. And Pippen is out with Livingston and Grant in.
Big day in Chicago for Patio Daly.
And Horace Grant returns, number 54.
Here's Armstrong from 20. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by the Bulls. The Cavaliers have it with a 7-point lead.
Oh, the Bulls are on flat street now, Jimmy. Not doing anything right. Just coming down. No motion defensively. Just sort of. Maybe it is that 5th game.
Got a foul on Armstrong. You might be right. Armstrong with his first. Hot Rod Williams back in. Doherty is out.
One thing that Phil will do here before this is over, he'll have them picking them up and pressing them all over, get a little life back into their legs.
Cavs have it in play. Inside, it's Morton, stolen. And Armstrong comes out. He gets grabbed in the backcourt by Williams. That's why, John, I would like to see the NBA go back to the old rule. In the old days, it was a 2-shot foul in the backcourt.
You should be penalized for an infraction.
Exactly.
Not be able to use it to your favor. And that's what they do. They see a guy breaking out, they just grab him.
Yep. It takes a lot of excitement out of this league. The fast break is exciting.
Yeah.
9 minutes for the half. Armstrong against Morton. Out front Purdue. Horace Grant swings it to Livingston. 10 on the shot clock. Hodges. Inside to Grant, and it's stolen by Morton. Morton off the drive to Nance.
I'll tell you, Morton has given him a great lift, offensively and defensively.
It's a 9-point lead. And the Bulls take time with 8:33 left in the first half. The Coliseum crowd in approval as the Cavaliers lead it 38-29.
Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say.
The power of teaching.
The world won't get no better if we're just
The power to wake up young minds. The power to wake up the world. Teachers have that power. Reach for the power. Teach. I'm Edward James Olmos, and we're recruiting new teachers. Call 1-800-45-TEACH.
The Chicago Tribune is building on a tradition with the freshest and most complete picture of Chicagoland's real estate marketplace. In addition to Sunday's real estate section, Saturday's Home Guide offers the best in new home construction and developments. And on Fridays, to top it off, Your Place covers the existing home market, rentals, home improvement, and much more. All of it delivered to you in the Chicago Tribune. The one real source for real estate.
More and more beer drinkers are discovering that the right choice is the light choice. Miller Lite. With its crisp, refreshing Pilsner taste, it's everything you want in a beer today. So move up to light.
On Sunday afternoon, April 7th, when the Bulls have the Sixers in the stadium, it's Nestle's Benny the Bull Doll Day. For the first 5,000 kids 14 and under, a Benny the Bull doll, courtesy of Nestle.
Well, they shot 70% in the first quarter, Jim. Now they're shooting 5 out of 6 here in this quarter.
And they lead it by 9.
74% for the game.
Livingston out front against Ferry. Armstrong with 7 on the clock. It goes into Purdue. Will Purdue, nice move in the lane with that left-handed move.
Will Purdue.
The Bulls have only scored 6 so far in this quarter, but they're only down 7, as well as the Cavs are shooting. Patio over Hodges. Will Purdue couldn't control the rebound. Armstrong does. BJ bursting into the front court. Off to Hodges for the layup as the Bulls come running out of there.
That's what they do well. Coming off that transition, get the rebound and go.
Nance from the outside. Larry Nance with 9. Cleveland keeps the 7-point lead. Craig Hodges turns it in, finds Livingston wide open. Cliff unable to connect. And Cleveland looking to extend the lead. Patio fouled by Hodges after a one-bounce dribble. Craig Hodges with his first.
14, Craig Hodges.
Scott Williams coming in and Will Purdue going out.
Scott Williams did a pretty good job yesterday in the time he was in.
He comes in and matches up with Williams.
Forward to forward.
Williams against Williams. Ferry gives to Nance. Nance against Grant. Morton. Man, it doesn't seem to matter. The Cavaliers are all hot, and they're back to a 9-point lead with 7:09 left in the half. Michael Jordan getting ready to come back. Livingston against Ferry. Horace Grant against Nance. 10 on the shot clock. Hodges with the 3 try. The ball knocked around, and Cleveland has it. Ferry delivers to Hot Rod Williams. Now to Nance for the dunk.
And they're out of sync. The Bulls are so far out of sync offensively, Jim. Everything coming from the outside, not good shots.
Horace Grant, the lone starter, out there for the moment. Scott Williams looking in over Hot Rod Williams. Armstrong left open. BJ's been hitting that shot with regularity. Here's Nance moving it on the dribble. for 3. Armstrong the rebound. BJ on the push. Pitch out to Hodges. His 3 try. Oh, man. Hot Rod Williams delivers it on ahead to Petio. 44-33 Cleveland. Nance on the pull-up. And the rebound to Hodges. Ahead to Armstrong. BJ brings it down. Hesitation move against Morton. Now BJ fires. Finally, the Bulls get one from the outside.
Yeah, the last 4 shots they had were good shots. They just didn't put them in. Craig had 2 good shots. BJ had a little jumper.
Lenny Wilkins wants time with 5:44 left in the half. The Cavaliers have a 9-point lead at 44-35.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and... Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
What do I do for a living? It's pretty simple. I'm a painter and a locksmith. I'm a gardener, a plumber, and your interior decorator. I'm a carpenter, an electrician, and a troubleshooter. What do I do for a living? I own a True Value hardware store. You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
Cleveland's lead is 9, and the Bulls normally really have great success in transition, but tonight it's the Cavaliers who are having the success in transition.
You're right. Ferry gets the ball up court to John Williams. He finds his buddy Larry Nance coming down the side. Nance just takes it in uncontested.
16-8. Fast break points. Cleveland with the edge there. Doherty back in. Cartwright guards him. Ferry against Livingston. Here's Hot Rod Williams. 10 points for him. Cleveland back in front by 11. John Paxson against Morton. Cartwright out high. Livingston. Jordan against Hot Rod Williams with 7 on the shot clock. The ball knocked loose. Michael Jordan around Elo. Hangs it off to Livingston. Clip, a little flip shot just beat the buzzer. 9-point game. Now if the Bulls can get a defensive stop and score, that last possession will prove to be very big. Here's Doherty against Cartwright. Horace Grant the rebound. They've got their stop. Jordan into the front court. 4:39 for the half. Michael around it. Grant pick. Comes up shooting. Tip try good. Cartwright. Cartwright with 4. It's a 7-point game. Yeah, you get the feeling, John, if the Bulls can hang in till halftime, they'll make a real solid push in the second half. Ferry. Tough shot for Danny Ferry. 9-point lead. Pass into Livingston. Backs in on Ferry, and a foul on Ferry. Ferry doesn't like the call. That's his second.
The foul is on number 35, Danny Ferry.
Good post up down low by Cliff, but just before that, Ferry hit a runner. You don't see this too often. I think he was trying to fake for the free throws. Ran over his own man.
Technical foul.
On Ferry?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, this could be 3 the hard way. The first one might be the easiest of the 3 free throws, though.
Michael Jordan on the line.
Jordan to the line for the first time to shoot the tech.
Michael Jordan, 85% free throw shooter, has only 6 points tonight, 3 hoops in the first quarter.
Okay, that's the easy one. Cliff's got 2 coming up here. No, he doesn't.
Sideline out of bounds. That's the 4th team foul on the Cavs.
So then this could be a little harder now. Still.
Here's Grant against Hot Rod Williams. Livingston under pressure. Jordan against Ferry. Goes all the way baseline. Got bumped, no call. Rebound cleared by Doherty. They take a swipe at him. No foul call there either. Morton on the move. Hot Rod Williams into Doherty. Doherty against Cartwright. They swing it left corner to Ferry. Ferry against Horace Grant. Tough shot again by Danny Ferry.
He's got that good move where he goes into you with the shot and lets it fly on the way up. That's a good move. That's a Vinnie Johnson shot.
John Paxson nails another 20-footer. He's got 10.
5 out of 6 for Pax.
The Bulls stay within 8. We near the 3-minute mark for the first half. Scottie Pippen ready to come back for the Bulls. Ferry looking in over Livingston. Elo guarded by Jordan. Here's Hot Rod Williams with a hook on Grant.
They're burning the nets. They're burning it.
Well, it's that front line that we talked about, John, when we came on tonight. This is a good one. This is a good front line. John Paxson with 12 on the shot clock. Underneath to Livingston for the dunk.
Good pass
nice speed by Paxson.
He waited. Cliff came across on the screen, and he got loose of Ferry, who slipped.
2.5 left to go in the half. Here's Doherty getting a dunk. Cleveland keeping the 10-point lead. Cavaliers giving every impression they're tired of losing to the Bulls. Here's Livingston. Flips that hook up, no, and Doherty the rebound. Ahead to Elo. John Morton around Livingston. Off to Hot Rod Williams. Blows the layup. The rebound out of bounds. Oh, loose ball foul on Cartwright is the call. Cartwright with his second.
Bulls gave right up on the play. They thought that he had the slam dunk. It wasn't there. It came out. Everybody was frozen. Morton made a nice play again.
Loose ball foul on number 24, Bill Cartwright.
Got right on the foul.
That's his second team point.
2:03 left in the half.
Bulls 7 out of 8, Jim, on the road. They've got 3 in a row. And this is the one they played with the lack of.
Yeah, this is the final game of the 3-game trip. Inside pass, Jordan tips it away, but Cleveland gets the loose ball, and there's Doherty.
Beautiful work.
The Bulls have been a step slow all night. They're down 12 with 1:43 left in the half. Cartwright feeds Pippen. Over Doherty. Scottie Pippen has 6. 56-46. 1:20 left to go. Greg Elo's pass sails free out of bounds. So the Bulls have it down 10. Here's what's on tap at halftime. We'll have some interesting programming, I'm sure. Here's Scottie Pippen finding Jordan. Michael hangs a pass inside to Grant. Got it tipped right back to him, and Jordan scores. So Michael gets the assist and the basket on that play.
Almost got a rebound on it, too.
It's an 8-point lead for Cleveland. 50 seconds left in the half. Inside pass loose. Pippen comes out with it. Here come the Bulls. Scottie on the push against Doherty. Finds Paxson on the left for a 20-footer. Book it. The Bulls right back in the game. Paxson with 12. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, who when they play the Bulls, play looking over their shoulder, have now had their lead, which was 12, cut to 6 with 34.7. And now, what's on tap at halftime? NBA hoop guards.
Hey.
No gum. Good teeth. News break. First half analysis, highlights, and stats.
Last basket for the Bulls. Scottie Pippen on a steal. Takes it on down. Penetrates. Gets in the middle. Puts it out to Pax. Pax, yeah, college 3, but he only gets 2. John Paxson with 6 out of 7 from the floor. Here the Bulls are right back in it, Jim. 34-7 to go. They're down by 6.
Look at this. Cleveland 71% for the game and a 6-point lead.
Got to scare the death out of you when you go in at halftime. If you're Cleveland.
Right. Well, Lenny Wilkins and his coaching staff, they've seen the Cavaliers struggle with the Bulls before. Off the inbounds. Look at Horace Grant. What a hustling play by Horace. And now Michael Jordan coming back. Takes up slack. A pitch out to Pippen for 3. And the rebound cleared by Williams. 20 seconds left. The Cavaliers will play it for 1, but the Bulls very much in the game. 12 seconds. Valentine against Paxson. Gets double teamed. Here's Elo with a 3-try. Big hoop. And now Scottie Pippen with 3 seconds against Valentine. A leap and leaner. And at halftime, it's the Cavaliers in front by 9. 59-50. We'll be back to Richfield with a quick recap in a moment. The Cleveland Cavaliers up 9 here at halftime, 59-50. The Cavaliers trying to get them a victory against the Bulls in this final meeting between these two teams. And in the first half, John, a very exciting first half, and you've got some highlights to look at.
We'll take a look at these highlights right now, Jimmy. First one, we see Craig Elo with the ball underneath. Michael Jordan slaps it out of his hand, comes on down the court. What's he looking for? He knows Pax is behind him. So he drops the ball to John Paxson. Pax comes down. It's not there. Back to Jordan. In to Scottie Pippen. And look at this. A little behind the back. Horace Grant says, I'll take it. And goes over John Williams for the score. Pretty good play. Well, here's another one. Elo goes up with the ball. He goes behind the back. How do you like this? Two plays in 1 quarter as Brad Doherty goes in and slams it. Now Michael Jordan takes the ball in around Elo. Elo takes a swing at it. John Morton gets it. Scotty's on the run back. Elo goes for the shot. Scotty comes from nowhere, blocks the ball out. That's a good play defensively if nothing happens to the play. But on this play, they come down to give it to Jordan. He comes up with a little sidewinder up and in.
In the first half, the Cavs 71% from the field. The Bulls 49%. And the rebounds were fairly even. The Bulls a big edge in free throws, 8 out of 11 to 4 out of 7. 8 turnovers for Cleveland, 6 for the Bulls. And off the fast break, the Cavaliers outscored the Bulls 16-12. That's the Bulls game normally.
Jim, I'll tell you what, 23 out of 27 free throws. That's why you shoot 71%. Somebody giving you the ball, and you put it in just like that.
Doherty, jump pass out to Williams. Shot clock at 8, and it's Nance against Pippen. Into Doherty. Clears the lane. 4 on the clock. Nance under pressure. The long rebound. Hot Rod Williams has it. Back to Nance in the lane. And then follows his own miss. An 11-point lead for Cleveland. Remember, the Bulls had it down to 6 just before halftime. So the Cavs with 5 straight points in a carryover stretch. Scottie Pippen the layup as John Paxson found him wide open. Brad Doherty out front against Cartwright. Nance punches inside, and Jordan the steal as he tried to tightrope the baseline, though he was out of bounds.
Made the play, couldn't quite keep it in.
13 to shoot. He didn't have possession, so they didn't reset.
13 seconds to shoot, 13.
And Hot Rod Williams will allow Valentine to make the inbounds pass. Here's Nance in on Jordan. Nance doubled up. Michael steals it from him. Jordan into the front court. Gets bumped by Valentine. Michael would like to take Valentine to the hoop.
Yes, he would.
But there's a guy on the post, and it's Horace Grant. Horace behind the back to Pippen. Now Jordan from the outside. Michael Jordan with 11. The Cleveland lead is 7.
Michael with only 8 shots in that first half, Jim. 4 out of 8.
Valentine getting the Cavs into the offense. Doherty looking in over Cartwright. Out front, it's Valentine. Hot rod Williams throws over into Nance. Back to Williams. Pulls up a little slack. A long rebound loose. Williams gets it. Now Valentine feeds it to Nance. Underneath Williams, and he misses the layup. Gets his own rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. The Bulls unable to clear the zone.
They're playing some pretty good defense, getting a hand in the face, but the reaction off the board is not very good.
Cavs have it in play to Elo. Here's Williams in on Grant. Drops the half hook. Hot rod has 14. Cleveland in front by 9. So the Cavaliers kept it till it went in the basket. Pack's jump pass inside, tipped away, but Horace Grant gets the dunk on Nance. Williams jumped into the passing lane, and when he didn't come up with it, John Paxson was able to find Horace Grant underneath. 63-56. Cleveland the lead in the ball. Nance pressured by Pippen. The Bulls starting to tighten it up defensively. Here's Doherty underneath the pass to Nance, out of bounds. Who hit that one?
Horace.
Horace missed a piece of it. 8 to shoot, and a 20-second timeout taken by Lenny Wilkins. Let's take a look at the Miller scoreboard tonight around the NBA. The Detroit Pistons are playing at home against the Orlando Magic, and they've got the 18-point lead at the half. New Jersey leading Washington by 12 at halftime. Golden State, Dallas just getting underway. And later tonight, Atlanta on a western swing at Phoenix, Utah at Seattle, and San Antonio at Sacramento. Here are the Bulls with a 6-game winning streak on the line. Trail the Cleveland Cavaliers 63-56 with 9:18 left in the third.
You're right. The Bulls won 11 in a row. When in Indianapolis, got beat, Jim, then won 6 in a row again.
Outside shot by Nance, and the rebound to Pippen. Bulls are working hard here in the third. They seem to be more interested, John. Here's Horace Grant finding Paxson. Jordan over Elo. And the rebound to Doherty. Valentine ran out, now has to come back to the ball. Out front, Doherty. Hot rod Williams backing in on Horace Grant. 8 to shoot. Williams lefty hook this time. Cartwright the rebound off to Grant. Now to Jordan. Michael coming on the drive through traffic, and he's fouled as he was making the pass off.
Doherty.
43, Brad Doherty.
That's only his first. Second, okay.
First team foul on the Cavs, and because Michael was passing off, non-shooting foul. Scottie Pippen to inbound. Drops it in play to Jordan. Michael around a Cartwright screen. Turns it in on the double team and came up short. Larry Nance off with a rebound.
That was right about the same spot where he quieted this building.
There's Valentine leaving it for Nance. On the left side, it's Elo, guarded by Jordan. Elo on the move around a Doherty screen, down the lane, missed the shot, Cartwright the rebound. Scottie Pippen coming back. This 7-point difference has been up there for a while. The Bulls are due to score. We're inside of 8 minutes for the third. Michael Jordan, 12 on the clock. He's guarded by Valentine again. Into Cartwright against Elo. Out to Paxson. Scottie Pippen against Nance. Delivers. Wide left. Scottie Pippen with 10. The Cleveland lead is 5.
Yeah, Bill Cartwright had Elo down low. I was waiting for Elo just to fall down behind him. They moved it around, and a long shot by Scottie.
It's the closest the Bulls have been since trailing by 12 in the second quarter. Valentine left of the lane. Drills it. Darnell Valentine with 4. Sellout crowd tonight, 20,273. The third of the year for the Cavaliers. Each time the Bulls have been here, they've had a full boat. Pippen drops it into Jordan. Michael doubled in the post, a pitch off to Cartwright. He finds Horace Grant. Nice play. Horace with the over-the-head shot. 11 points for Grant. And the Bulls are within 5. Now the Bulls need a defensive stop to really make the Cavs look over their shoulder. Doherty against Grant. Doherty Already double team. Packs a steal on the pass outside. It's loose on the floor, and Cleveland comes away with it. Cartwright a steal. Ahead to Pippen. Here they come with a 3-on-1. Pippen to Jordan. Michael for the jam.
Oh, I thought he'd throw it away. Elo almost made a real good play. Michael on a smash.
Cavaliers burn a timeout. 6:39 for the third. It's a 3-point game now. Cleveland leads it 65-62.
I kept saying, someday I'm going to fix that door. Well, someday came yesterday morning, but I had no clue where to start.
You can do it, Marcia, and it's not that hard. Here, let me show you.
Well, I did it. Now I've got a screen door that stays open when I want it to and stays on its hinges. Next up, that leaky faucet.
You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place. All my dreams never go fast.
Hi, I'm Joe Garagio. And I'm Johnny Bench. At Toyota's Big League Sales Event. Next up, Celica.
Wow, check the stats. No wonder it's the fastest mover in its league. With $800 in option package savings on select GTs. And incentives up to $1,500 on other models. They're going to move even faster.
Here's the pitch, and it's good.
Look at it go.
This Consumer's Digest Best Buy is leaving them in the dust.
At Toyota, everyone wins. Hurry in, they're going fast. So see your Toyota dealer today.
We're really playing ball.
Miller Genuine Draft presents the third annual Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Round Ball Classic in Grant Park, August 3rd and 4th. Brought to you by the Tribune, Coca-Cola, and Pizza Hut. There's a division for you. Look in the Tribune or call the Bulls office at 312-943-5800. Defense has turned it for the Bulls as they rally back to within 3. Hot Rod Williams looking low. Shot clock at 8. Morton had it knocked away, ball loose. John Paxson digs it out. Great effort. Here comes Scottie Pippen into the front court. They're playing 4-on-4 now. Paxson and Morton get down and get set up with 15 to shoot. Cartwright to Pippen. Paxson into Cartwright. Missed steal. Elo. Bill Cartwright pumps the shot up and draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Offensive foul on Cartwright, his third.
Jake had to call. I thought it might have been an offensive foul, and Tommy Nunez said, you got a call out there, go ahead. They fired underneath. He goes up for the shot and clears out with the left hand.
It's a good call.
Yes, good call.
But it's a shame the Bulls wasted that effort.
Yeah. Yep.
Alley-oop for Nance, over the head jam. It's a 5-point lead for Cleveland with 5:46 left in the third. John Paxson against Morton around a Pippen screen. Now Pax picked up by Larry Nance. There's got to be a mismatch somewhere. Horace Grant to Pippen. 8 to shoot. Cartwright backs in on Nance. Tough shot for Bill Cartwright over Larry Nance. That keeps the Bulls within 3. The Bulls looking for a defensive stop. It's Doherty. Inside pass. Jordan to steal. The pass to Elo. Elo grabs him in the backcourt. See what I mean?
Yeah.
The NBA needs to go back to the old rule.
Right. I don't know. I will never figure out why they eliminated it.
Not me either. I mean, the whole purpose when they had it before was for this very thing.
This is twice the Bulls have maybe a poster play going, right? This is what they want to sell in the NBA, action at its best, and they play good defense and they get penalized.
So the Bulls with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie with the long one. Paxson against Morton. Into Jordan. They send a posse. Michael fires good and a foul on Elo. And the Cavs are looking over their shoulders now.
Yes, sir. They hear footsteps. They hear footsteps. Elo on the foul. They get the ball into Michael in the post. This is where he made hay last night against the Hornets hits the fadeaway J. Now a chance to tie it. All that 71% shooting. Well, it doesn't count now, does it?
Not if Michael
from here on out.
That's right. The Bulls are back even. Right where they started. 67 all. Jordan with 16. 4:52 left to go in the third.
The Bulls might get interested in this game yet.
They're interested. Here's Williams against Grant. Larry Nance dumps inside to Elo, and he can't get the shot, and Cartwright snaps it down. Paxson coming on the push. Feeds it into Horace Grant to the hoop. He lays it up and good, and the Bulls take the lead.
Can you believe it?
Defensively, the Bulls have just strangled the Cavaliers. They can't get anything going. They're still shooting well for the most part, but the Bulls defensively are stealing the ball. Here's Doherty, doubled in the post, a pitch out to Elo. 6 to shoot. Jordan another steal. Scottie Pippen ahead to Jordan, back to Pippen. Scottie in for the...
Oh, powerhouse!
Oh, what a powerhouse dunk over Elo. And Lenny Wilkins burns another timeout as the guys in the red shirt storm to a 4-point lead. 71-67, 4:01 remaining in the third. Back to Richfield in a moment.
Richfield, bring your program.
The high school action is hot in Chicagoland, and nobody delivers it better than Preps Plus in the Chicago Tribune. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Preps Plus serves up the games, the players, and the plays that mean the most to you. High school's greatest hits, scores, and a way to keep track of the local sports scene. So dive into full color coverage and get in the game. The high school game with Preps Plus, only in the Trib. For home delivery, call 1-800-TRIBUNE.
Right now, for a limited time, your Ford dealer is offering special financing. Not 7.9%, not 6.9, not even 5.9. Right now, get 3.9 financing for 48 months. You heard right. 3.9% financing for 48 months. That means you can own a new Ford for only $144 a month, or choose cash back up to $1,500. That's low 3.9% financing for 48 months, or up to $1,500 cash back on Ford cars and trucks. Only at your local Ford dealer. Hurry, don't miss out.
Trying to take that one into right central. And a count 2-1.
Hey, way back. You can put it on the board. Upper tank. A 3-run homer for Sammy Sosa. And the Sox lead at 4-2.
When the going gets strange, he gets totally gonzo. Bill Murray with a Buffalo Roam. Wednesday night at 7 on Channel 9.
The running of the Bulls here in Richfield.
That's right. Papalona has nothing on the Bullies.
The Bulls have outscored the Cavs 21-8 here in the third to take the lead after trailing by 9 at the half. And there, the Bulls had the hand on another one, almost had it loose, but a foul call.
Well, a good defense on the Bulls. Time before, Michael deflects the ball to Scotty, goes back over. Michael says, "You take it, Scotty." Elo says, "No, me again."
Greg Elo's been in on some poster plays tonight, hasn't he?
Scotty got that poster.
Cavaliers down 4. Morton.
Michael in on Nance.
They throw over the top, almost went in the basket. That was a pass into Nance. Here's a ball knocked away and out of bounds. It belongs to the Bulls with 19. It looked like it went right off Michael, though.
Yeah.
But the Bulls keep it.
Lenny's saying, "Hey, that ball went off Jordan. You guys aren't watching anything."
19 to shoot. Lenny Wilkins is right.
Hey, Bulls only gave him 8 points so far in this quarter.
Horace Grant, a jump pass into Jordan on the fadeaway. And the rebound to Cleveland as Nance takes it down. John Morton back to the ball. Now Cleveland trying to get something in a hurry. Morton into the lane. Deep and leaner. Horace Grant. Jump pass ahead to Paxson.
Watch his 3, Pax. Nope.
Finds Pippen underneath Jordan on the reverse.
Yes, Scotty with the nice pass. Bulls movement, really something now.
6-point lead for the Bulls.
They're odd here again.
67. Well, it's not the first time the Bulls have quieted a Richfield sellout.
Yeah.
Here's Nance under pressure. Morton goes cross court to Nance. He had to throw it up to avoid a travel call. Now Nance back to the hoop and he's fouled.
Jordan and Grant both raising their hands on a play. Let's see who gets it. Take a look at the last Bulls basket. We talk about the way the Bulls go. Listen to the fans, and they say Michael got the foul. Pax on over to Scotty. Scotty with a drop pass into Jordan. Jordan with a left-hand hook. And as you heard the fans go after Michael, got the foul.
First foul on Michael.
Oh, look at this guy.
Nance missing.
Yeah.
He's got 15, 1 for 3 from the foul line tonight.
This guy's had a sensational career, a great year.
He can still do it.
Yes, he can.
Larry Nance with 16. The Bulls lead is 5 and 2:40 left in the third. The Bulls trying for their 7th in a row. Pippen against Nance. Jordan with Elo on him. Michael goes baseline. Tries to drop the pass off. Knocked loose, but Cartwright to pick up. And traveling called on Bill Cartwright.
Michael might have tried to get a little bit too much out of there.
Cleveland up court quickly. Larry Nance down the lane. That should be an offensive foul, and it is.
Oh, boy, they lost the composure now. That time they had the ball down right in the scoring range. The Bulls have had active hands, Jim. They've been alert defensively. That time they didn't have a chance to do anything but stand in front of Nance as he came for the hoop. They pick up the foul.
Good defensive play by Horace Grant.
They have 9 points now in this quarter.
And the Bulls have 22. 23. Here's Jordan getting fouled as he got to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Elo on the foul. Jake O'Donnell making the call. No, it's Morton on the foul.
Number 23, John Morgan, will be his second, team 4.
Now Danny Ferry is in.
For the Cavs.
Hot Rod Williams is out. Michael Jordan, 18 points, 2 of 2 free throwing tonight. Cleveland with 7 turnovers in this quarter, and I guarantee you this, they're all forced.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You want to see something interesting? When Michael loads this free throw, watch the flash bulbs going off in this building. See them going off, John?
Yep. That's the only time during a game you get the guy standing still and on the ground.
he's got 20, and the Bulls lead is 7. We near the 2-minute mark for the third. Right side jumper, Nance. And the rebound, Ferry carries it out of bounds. The Bulls have it.
Less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes remaining.
Remember in Chicago, Jim, the Bulls hit them 31-5 in that first quarter. 36-5 at a 31-point lead.
And coasted. Here's Jordan in on Elo. Tough shot. And Michael can't get it to drop. Nance the rebound. He's been swinging elbows in this third when he comes down with it.
They are frustrated.
They really are. They don't know what to do. Here's Elo under heavy pressure and a foul called.
Horace Grant, they got him in the box that time, and
that's Horace's first.
Horace picks it up, yeah.
Foul is on number 50.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, they don't get to the line yet.
Nope. First in the last 2 minutes.
1:33 left to go.
That'll be Horace Grant.
In the third, the Bulls in front 75-68. Doherty out high against Cartwright. Ferry guarded by Pippen. Ferry fires it into Nance. Dish outside Doherty. Takes up some slack. Couldn't hit the sideways jumper, but Elo the rebound. A repunch into Nance. Now to Doherty.
There. They get one.
Doherty's got 16.
Been a long time.
1:07 left for the third. The Bulls, the ball up 5. Scottie Pippen against Nance. Works around a Cartwright screen. Spins out and throws it away.
He thought he got hooked as he spun it away. So 56 to go here. Pax leaves. Armstrong comes in. Cartwright goes. Purdue is in.
75-70. The Bulls the lead. Cleveland the ball. Morton getting the Cavs into their offensive set. Nance. Here's Doherty against Purdue. Spins on him baseline.
Oh, he let him right out the first time the Bulls don't double, and Doherty gets it, goes to the hoop.
18 points for him. Cleveland back to within 3 after trailing by 7. Michael Jordan against Elo. Michael trying to turn in. Here's Pippen for 3. And the rebound is tipped outside by Grant. Purdue slips a pass off. Michael gets the hook to go. 22 for Jordan, and Chicago up 5. Cleveland will play it for 1. 18 seconds left in the third. Morton outside against Armstrong, 10 seconds. Screen roll, they chase him with 2. Ferry shoots the long one off the glass on the floor. It's dug out by Nance, and he hooks it in. 3.2. Scottie Pippen leaves it for Jordan. Michael, a 40-footer. Woo, just missed. After 3, it's the Bulls who have rallied back into the lead. 77-74. Back to Richfield after these messages.
Here's a good as gold photo finishing special. Get a second set of color prints for 99 cents, up to 36 extra prints. Next day, next door, from Walgreens.
I'm Steve Sachs. ALS is a fatal disease which kills your nerves and muscles, then kills you. Some folks call it Lou Gehrig's disease. Hey, it's anyone's disease. It knows no barriers, nationality, race, creed, sex, or color. The ALS Association needs your help. Please call 1-800-782-4747.
When this guy steps on it, you better hold on.
Looks like Rusty's back in town.
The Miller Genuine Draft Rusty Wallace stock car. It's tearing up tracks everywhere.
You?
Yeah, me.
Russ, you have no eye for color.
I'm picking out the paint. I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You can do it, Russ. This True Test custom color system makes it easy to match colors, just like a decorator.
Admit it, Ellen. I picked out the perfect colors.
Yes, but who would ever believe it?
You can do it with True Value hardware stores.
Yo, Morris Blackman, here with the lattice lamp.
I am the genie on the lamp. I'm granting you just one wish.
What should I wish for? Do you know?
$1 million?
Nah, tax problem.
A new car?
Can't drive. I got it.
A wop bam bam boom!
Look, Mom, I can fly. I like that, Genie.
I am the greatest.
Join the Bulls team when Charitables presents Festivals 91 on April 22nd. 6 o'clock at Lou Malnati's. Italian-style dinner, silent and live auctions of Chicago's greatest ever collection of sports memorabilia. Call the Bulls at 312-943-5800 for more information.
Jim, they
cooled off in the third, right?
Yeah, they went about 3 minutes and 15 seconds without scoring. There was a free throw in there, but without getting a field goal. Bulls 53% now, 60% for Cleveland. Bulls 67% in that quarter, but their defense was the thing that shut it up.
And you're right, in the third, Cleveland shot 35%. Here's Hodges out front against Elo. Armstrong against Morton, 10 on the shot clock. BJ trying to slip through baseline. Lost it out of bounds. The Bulls to come in with 6 to shoot, and the Cavs knocked it out.
It's a big team to drive against for BJ. Big front line.
In play. Scottie Pippen out on the floor, and a foul on Dart.
I think Danny Ferry might have grabbed him. Let's see.
You're right.
Yeah. Called to number 35, Danny Ferry.
Third foul on Ferry.
Third.
First team foul on the Cavs here in the fourth. Horace Grant to Armstrong as he cuts by. BJ turning in screen roll. Then Purdue juggles it away. Cleveland back on the move. Here's Morton around Pippen. And Morton is fouled as he got into the lane.
Hodge standing in the lane waiting for him to come down.
Foul is on number 14, Craig Hodges. That's his second.
They put Morton to the line. Jim, I'll tell you what, in that second quarter, this guy was infallible. He was great. He was 2 for 2 from the field, 3 for 3 from free throw. He had 7 assists coming off the bench. A lot of confidence.
He's been playing well lately for this club. Here's the free throw. He had 12 points, 10 assists against Milwaukee the other night in 39 minutes. Joe Patio is in.
Yeah, the Bulls beat the Bucks, and they flew in here. The Bucks flew in here, and Wheelo hit a last-second shot to beat him in here.
After the miss, the Bulls lead is 2. Scottie Pippen around a Purdue screen. Tough shot by Scottie. Will Purdue with a foul. Try Purdue won't go, or Pippen won't go, and the Cavaliers come out looking to tie. Danny Ferry holding it to three-point strike. Outside shot by Ferry ties the game. Phil Jackson takes time. 10:48 remaining. Cleveland is back even. It's tied at 77. We'll be back in a moment.
Tonight's movie is brought to you by new Pop Secret Singles, the perfect amount of perfect popcorn.
It's a special season, the silver season, and Richie Theus remembers artist, the A-Train Gilmore.
Basically, the team was built around artists. If he got his hands on the ball anywhere from 3 feet to 2 feet from the basket, you were not going to stop him from scoring.
Friday, April 5th, it's Miller Lite Pitcher Night, plus the Bulls versus the Spurs. Call 312-902-1919.
The strongest man in the league. I have seen him literally carry people to the basket.
American Airlines, the airline that means business in Chicago, is on its way to another important European city, Milan. With daily non-stop service, beginning May 23rd. So now American can offer you service to more of Europe than ever before. Because now we also mean business to Italy.
Win a Bulls t-shirt or a Bulls basketball when you play Slam Dunk, the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery. The Bulls' 7-point lead is history as the Cavaliers are on a 9-2 run.
They go back to their man that they expect a lot out of, and he delivers for him. He wanted to go one-on-one with Horace in the corner. Wasn't there. He came out when Will switched on him. He just popped it.
Here's the Bulls lineup. Scott Williams, Cliff Levingston, Craig Hodges, Scottie Pippen, and B.J. Armstrong. Gerald Patio guarding Hodges. The Bulls still on the perimeter. Now they go into Levingston against Ferry. Levingston fakes again. Tough shot and cleared by Doherty.
Nance.
Bulls had their head turned, and Nance is all the way inside. He is fouled, score the basket.
Oh, now really fell asleep on the play. They came off the rebound, get it on down to Nance. He just faked guys out of the way.
That's his first, team second.
Beautiful play by Nance. He lets guys go by him. Then he takes a step in, puts it down, powers it up.
And he gives Cleveland a 3-point lead with 10:14 remaining. The Bulls bench has not performed well in this game. They've undone everything the Bulls starters did for him in the third. Here's Pippen inside. Scottie Pippen scores to bring the Bulls to within one. Armstrong puts pressure on Morton. Off the ball, an offensive foul on Ferry.
Patio, maybe.
Okay, you might be right.
One of the two, they were down there setting a screen. I think Patio is trying to free him up.
That's his second. Now the Bulls with a chance to regain the lead.
Foul is on number 24, Gerald Patio.
Armstrong angles into the corner. Livingston. Scott Williams pass stolen by Nance. Larry Nance in on Williams. Scoop shot no, but a foul on Scott Williams. And Larry Nance back on the line.
Larry Nance, a takeover guy for him. Right in the passing lane, he overplays it. Scott Williams knows he wants to throw the ball to Scotty, but Nance says, oh, I'll take that baby myself. All the way down, Scott Williams gives him a foul.
And foul on Patty was an offensive foul.
And lucky for the Bulls, that one rolled on out.
Larry Nance missing the first of two. 21 points tonight. 3 for 6 at the foul line. 9:33 left, and Cleveland in front by 2, 81-79. The Bulls came from 9 down to lead by 7 in the third. And now again they're facing a deficit, just a 2-point deficit though, with 9:24 left. The Bulls still on the perimeter. It's Pippen against Nance, 8 to shoot. Armstrong trying to punch inside and does. Great play by BJ. Dribble penetration, took it all the way himself to tie it up. A real gutty play. Now the Bulls looking for a stop at the defensive end. Doherty against Scott Williams, former Carolina guys. Morton, long rebound, Patio hustles to save. Here's Doherty left open. Scott Williams gives him distance. Patio for the outside. And the rebound at Cleveland. Ferry's turnaround. Rimming, no.
Whoa.
Ball on the floor. Loose ball foul on Scott Williams.
Williams had the inside. He was ready for the rebound. Nance goes right underneath him. Gets inside position. And when Williams comes down, look at this. When he comes down, he pulls him down. So you're not going to get a break. Ferry and Williams have to go through the first year of their lives in the NBA before they get into anything. Now that's the 4th foul.
It's a 4th team foul. Cleveland with 1. Horace Grant back in for the Bulls, and Scottie Pippen is out. Ferry to inbound. So Cleveland with a chance to regain the lead. Morton under pressure of Armstrong. And it goes to Ferry, knocked away, but a foul. The Bulls are over the limit.
Cliff Livingston on a foul. Still sort of shaking her head. Now Phil says, I'm done shaking my head. MJ's going to come back here. 8:26 to go. Ferry goes to the line.
Well, Livingston, that's his first.
Ferry, an outstanding free throw shooter, 82%. 8 points in the game, and that's his average. Cleveland by 1.
Cavs had 7 turnovers in that quarter when the Bulls turned the screws down on him.
Jordan for Armstrong. Michael and Hodges in the guard line now for the Bulls. Ferry has 10 points. Cleveland in front by 2. Hodges against Morton. Here's Jordan on the move, guarded by Nance. They got Grant mismatch with Patio, but it's off the ball on the other side. Jordan zigs through a double team. Has the shot blocked, but a foul on Nance. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, Nance said, I got him, I guess. I didn't think so, but Michael crisscrosses, comes across traffic here, goes between them, goes up in the air. Cut him on top of the head, I guess. Did he block the shot? But I guess on the follow-through, Nance gets his 3rd, and Jordan shoots 2. He's got a chance to retie this game.
Michael with 4 straight free throws tonight.
This is the only arena in the NBA they don't like Jordan. And you and I know why. Yeah.
Some of his finer moments right on this floor.
Right on that end, right at that basket.
Right down there where Lenny Wilkins had a good look at it.
Right.
Cartwright is back. Scott Williams is out.
69, almost a year to the day, was it, Jimmy? You said to me before the game?
Last time the Bulls were in last year, he recorded 69 in a Bulls victory. He's got 23 tonight. If he gets 69 tonight, I guarantee you it'll make headlines tomorrow.
I guess.
Michael ties it up. 8:05 left. Here's Morton on the move into the lane. Jordan stole it, but a foul.
I think the foul was in front of Michael, though. Somebody in the lane. It was Cliff Livingston. Michael reached in and got it, but Cliff Livingston, when the foul, Morton comes down the lane. Michael, that's where he had to steal, and then he ran into Cliff. Cliff didn't take the full body blow. He sort of was sideways on him, so Morton to the line.
84% free throw shooter. Puts Cleveland back in front. He's 5 for 6 tonight, 9 points scored. 7:59 for the game. Morton again. Cavaliers by 2.
Got to get Hodges shot out here.
Got Hodges on the point. Hodges guarded by Morton. Cartwright against Hot Rod Williams. Michael Jordan from the outside to tie the game.
How open can you be?
MJ,
I mean, for
26.
him, how open? I've seen a lot of guys that open in shots, but usually there's one or two guys drifting around on them.
Here's Hodges with a deflection and the steal. Craig Hodges to Jordan down the middle. Michael cutting in. Scoop layup.
Yes.
Foul.
Well, that third quarter, we saw Pax with a steal, and we saw Bill Cartwright. Now Craig Hodges comes down, catches the steal.
Michael Jordan has scored the last 6 for the Bulls.
Craig Hodges with the steal. Now he speeds it up as he comes down. He sees 23 right there. Gives it to Michael with a crossover. Takes it around down the lane. Up with the left hand. And in.
They call it foul on Patio or Morton. I thought they said 23, but on the replay it looked like it was a foul on Patio. Anyway, the Bulls up 2. Doherty back in for the Cavs. Michael Jordan drills at 29 points for him. The last 7 for the Bulls, who lead it by 3. Morton isolated against Hodges. Craig got his hand on that pass. Ferry behind the back delivery into Hot Rod Williams. Over Grant. Michael Jordan the rebound. I think he wants this one, Red Man.
Yep.
Here comes Michael bursting down the wall.
Whoa!
And a foul.
Where did he get the energy on that play? Wire to wire, baby. The rebound. High for the rebound on this end of the court. Now he comes down, slow motion, takes it hard to the right, takes off from the free throw line, up over Ferry. Oh.
Timeout, Cleveland. 7:01 remaining. The Bulls in front by 5, following the lead of Michael Jordan, 90-85.
Worked his fingers to the bone to give us all a better life, a place to call our own. Never asked for recognition, but thanks are overdue. By that man a million, the best come shining through. By that man a million.
Right now, for a limited time, your Ford dealer is offering special financing. Not 7.9%, not 6.9, not even 5.9. Right now, get 3.9 financing for 48 months. You heard right. 3.9% financing for 48 months. That means you can own a new Ford for only $144 a month, or choose cash back up to $1,500. That's low 3.9% financing for 48 months, or up to $1,500 cash back on Ford cars and trucks. Only at your local Ford dealer. Hurry, don't miss out.
We'd like to thank you for a job well done, for the pride you've given us, for the courage you've shown, but most of all, we'd like to thank you for coming home. Welcome home.
John, it was about this point last night when you and I said it's about time for the Bulls to close the door on Charlotte. Well, Michael Jordan is trying to close the door on the Cavs right now.
Went up himself to get the rebound. He just sort of comes down, lollygagging around, nothing there. All of a sudden, zam, here he goes, foul line, slam dunk. And you know what? He puts a lot of teams out of focus.
Oh. He's shooting here for his 32nd point. And not only that, but that's 10 points in a row for Michael Jordan, and the Bulls lead is 91-85 inside of 7 minutes for the game.
You think he might lead the league in scoring? He's got
Morton under pressure, almost lost it. Now they come ahead to Elo. Here's Doherty finding Ferry for 3. The rebound, Hot Rod Williams. Back out to Morton. So the Cavaliers with an offensive rebound and a chance here to trim that 6-point deficit somewhat. They go into Doherty, guarded by Cartwright. Doherty comes across the lane, and Livingston looked like he had picked the pocket, but a foul is called. Third foul on Livingston.
With a penalty, Doherty will go to the free throw line. He's missed his only 2 free throws in a game.
That was in the first half.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Miller Genuine Draft presents the 3rd annual Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Round Ball Classic. Brought to you by the Tribune, Coca-Cola, and Pizza Hut. It comes up August 3rd and 4th in Grant Park. There's a division for you. Call the Bulls at 312-943-5800 or look in the Tribune. So 2 free throws by Doherty. He's got 20. The Bulls lead is 4. 6:25 remaining. Jordan against Elo. Around a Cartwright screen. Michael cuts it back in on Doherty. Michael Jordan with 34. 12 in a row. Well, we've seen him score 27 in a row. Here's Ferry. Williams fakes around Jordan and gets fouled. It's a 2-shot foul anyway because the Bulls are over the limit.
Fouls on Michael Jordan.
Second foul on Michael Jordan.
From Scottie Pippen and John Paxson back with 6:01.
And the Bulls in front by 6. Hot Rod Williams, not a good free thrower. 63%. Hasn't been on the line yet tonight. Williams with 15 points after that first free throw.
Returning for the Bulls.
Bulls bench in the second half with only 2 points scored. Armstrong had a hoop. Hot Rod Williams' second free throw right there. Cavaliers won't go away. It's a 4-point lead for the Bulls at 93-89 inside of 6 minutes. Cartwright hands to Jordan. Michael left open. Book it.
Oh, poor Craig Elo.
36. 14 straight points.
Yep.
5:38 left.
And not of the easy variety.
I know, all shapes and sizes. Hot Rod Williams launches.
Hot Rod Williams.
Hot Rod's got 18. He's got their last 4. Cleveland staying within 4. Jordan out front against Elo. Cartwright against Doherty. Into Grant, knocked loose. Got a foul on Ferry. Danny Ferry with his 5th. And the Cavaliers are over the limit. Horace Grant to shoot 2 with 5:11 remaining.
Well, Horace Grant can step in here and break the monotony that Michael has had against this ball club.
MJ with 14 straight points, but now Grant on the line with a chance to end that string. Horace 5 of 6, free throwing in the first half. He's got 13 points tonight. And there's a mighty big free throw right there. The Bulls in front 96-91 as Larry Nance returns and Ferry is out. Horace again right through, so the Bulls keep the 6-point lead. Elo guarded by Jordan. Inside pass, Cartwright almost steal. Elo comes up with it. Now it's Doherty doubled along the baseline. Elo for 3. Rebound, Cartwright juggled it away. Loose and out of bounds. It belongs to Cleveland.
Oh, Bulls had it twice, couldn't get it back.
To shoot. Hot Rod Williams into Elo. Elo pinched off. Nance goes into Doherty. He's doubled. That pass loose and Paxson another steal. Dug it out from Larry Nance. Jordan. Guarded by Elo. 4.5 left in the game. Horace Grant closing in.
Traveled.
Yeah, he did. No basket.
Yeah.
So the Bulls needing to call on their defense again, leading 97-91 with 4:25 remaining. The Bulls trying to keep their winning streak alive at 7, trying to stay on top of the league with the league's best record. Elo under the pressure of Scottie Pippen. They go inside to Williams. Had the shot blocked. The foul.
Oh, Horace reached in. Looked like he had the block. No, he tried to help MJ down low.
Second foul on Grant. Williams on the line to shoot 2.
They're staying in here with the free throws, Jimmy. Bulls turned it over that last time. They couldn't get a... They got the good defensive stop packs on the steal, but then they turned over as Horace traveled, and now John Williams back to the line. He's made his only 2 free throws.
Now he's 2 for 3. That's about what he is. 63% on the season. So he makes the second one. 19 points for him. The Bulls lead is 5. Paxson into the front court. We near the 4-minute mark for the game. Scottie Pippen against Nance. Jordan against Doherty.
Oh, he wants him.
Well, he wants to see what's available. Cartwright shoots it over Elo. And the rebound to Morton. Long up court pass, and it's picked off by Pippen. You could see that one coming. Scottie Pippen was locked on. He followed that pass all the way up the floor.
Man.
10 on the shot clock. Cartwright against Doherty. Paxson over Elo. Rimming, no, but tipped in by Grant. Horace Grant lifts the Bulls into a 7-point lead with 3:20 left. This equals their largest. Williams outside against Jordan. Elo guarded by Horace Grant, and off the ball, a foul. Michael Jordan picks up his 3rd. It'll put Williams on the line.
Michaels end up a lot down low with the big man. They switch. Horace comes out, puts the pressure on Elo, and Michael tried to get around in front. He gave a little pull to Hot Rod.
Hot Rod Williams 4 for 5, 20 points in the game. That's a new season high for Hot Rod Williams, who of course is still working his way back from that ankle injury. 21. The Bulls lead is 5. Just about 3 minutes left. Every trip an important one for the Bulls, trying to keep this winning streak alive. Scottie Pippen into Cartwright. Fade away. And the rebound to Williams. Out to Morton. Up court they come to Nance. Nance backing in on Pippen. Delivers to Elo. Here's a pass loose. Picked up by Doherty. Back into Nance. His hook won't. It does go.
Yes.
Larry Nance with 24.
You might want to get that ball back in that man's hand again on this end.
2:28 left. Cleveland within 3. And that man has it. Around a Grant screen. Michael goes all the way. Has the ball squirt out, but a foul called. And Jordan on the line to shoot 2. Elo on the foul, his 3rd.
I was on Craig Elo. That's his 3rd.
Michael Jordan, 36 points tonight. He had a 14-point burst early in the 4th that put the Bulls back in front.
He had 9 at halftime.
We've seen that, haven't we?
Well, we saw him with 12 at halftime in New York opening night.
Short.
All right, let's go. Crowd loves it when he either gets a foul or misses.
They'll really be into it on this second one. Not the first time he shot in the silencer in this building. 37 for MJ. Morton. Here's Hot Rod Williams, almost lost it. Guarded by Grant. 10 on the clock. The Bulls swarming defensively, and a timeout taken by Cleveland with 7 on the shot clock. 2:01 left here in the Richfield Coliseum. It is 100-96 Bulls. We'll be back.
The guy said, Annie, you're a Pop Secret popcorn lover, so you should know we inspect our kernels for quality. I say, this is a strange conversation, but you've got my attention. They said, for example, small kernels don't pop up big enough. Wrong color, they might not pop up at all. Only half the kernels are right for Pop Secret. That's why it always pops up so light and fluffy.
Pop Secret, perfect popcorn is our passion.
I'm developing a passion of my own.
Don't be nothing wrong about my man. He don't drive no fancy car. Don't need no college degree. Don't say nothing wrong about my man. He means everything to me. He's my strength, and his love rings true. Why that Miller beer, the best gun shining through.
Spots is the very best buddy. Spots is ready to play. In Sunday Chicago Tribune, he makes it our favorite day. Spots has games and puzzles, plenty to play and do. So honey, won't you pick all the spots for us in the Sunday Chicago Tribune? Comic section, the Sunday Chicago Tribune.
Join the Bulls team when Charitables presents Festivals 91 on April 22nd at Lou Malnati's Pizzeria. It starts at 6. Silent and live auctions of Chicago's greatest ever sports memorabilia and Italian-style dinner. For more information, call the Bulls Community Services Department at 312-943-5800. Cleveland to come in with 7 on the shot clock, 2:01 on the big one. They lob into Doherty. Doherty steps up with a long jumper, and Michael Jordan the rebound with Elo on his back. The Bulls back with a 4-point lead. Jordan kicks out to Pippen. Now Paxson guarded by Morton. Cartwright way out. Grant, Pippen, 6 to shoot. Jordan against Hot Rod Williams. Michael does a 360, and the rebound to Doherty with 1:30 left. So again, the Bulls need to call on their defense to get a stop.
You got to stay away from the three.
Doherty double in the post. A pass stolen by Horace Grant. They tried to go to John Morton. Great defensive rotation by the Bulls. Man, they are pitching a shutout when they need to.
See, they let Doherty do what he wanted in the first half. Now they're doubling him every time.
Minute 5 remaining. 10 to shoot. Cartwright against Doherty. Paxson with 5 on the clock against Elo. Michael Jordan 2 to shoot. Long bailout 3. Hits the glass. Horace Grant digs it out. Good play. The Bulls will run some clock.
That was just a beat the clock job.
Michael Jordan out front holding on Morton. 15 to shoot. 40 on the big one.
They just want to clear away. Let him go with the last shot, I would think.
6 seconds to shoot. Jordan picks up traffic as he gets inside.
Shoot it.
Paxson for 3 out of the corner. And the rebound at Doherty with 25 seconds left.
Guard the stripe.
Cleveland comes down. They get it to Williams. The short shot over Pippen makes it a 2-point game. But the Bulls don't have to shoot the ball. 17 seconds left. They do have to get it across. And Pippen is fouled by Elo with 14.2 remaining.
All right, big time free throws for Scott. He's got 2.
Pippen with 14 points in the game. His 2 free throws came in the first half. On the season, Scotty 68%.
Well, there'll be a timeout called immediately. Their last one. No, sir. No, sir. Bulls should have got that ball into the hands of Pax or Michael right away. Scotty makes this one, though.
Coliseum roars to life as Pippen gets ready with a second one.
There it is.
3-point game. Timeout, Cleveland.
14-2.
101-98 with 14.2 remaining. Cavaliers do have 3-point shooters. They've got Elo, of course.
That's
he may come back with Ferry. He's over 30%. Steve Kerr hasn't played. He's 408. And Henry James is 436, and he hasn't played tonight.
Well, the thing you have to guard is the stripe. They're out of timeouts, Jim. They're out of timeouts, and that's what they're talking about. And two will not do it unless you take it to the basket and the Bulls foul them. You've got to guard the stripe, so they'll be wanting to get it in and kick it out. Make that penetration and kick it out.
It's awfully tough. Those names I mentioned that shoot three-point field goals, well, on the instance of Kerr and James, they have not played tonight.
They haven't touched the ball.
It's tough to come in cold. And Lenny Wilkins apparently is going to stay with the group that's out there. Next TV game on Channel 9 comes up next Friday in the Spectrum at 6:30 Chicago time. And while the Cavaliers are out of timeouts, the Bulls are in good shape there. The Bulls have their 20 and they have 3. Well, tonight's game, it was all Cavs in the first half. They were in front by 9 at halftime. Then the Bulls really started to get after it in the third. The Bulls took a 3-point lead after 3. Cleveland came back to go in front in the fourth. And then when Michael Jordan came back in, Michael scored 14 straight points for the Bulls to put them back in front.
Well, yesterday was the Ides of March. This could be, that's what Caesar was worried about. The Cavs could be worried about the day after.
Watch this play. They ran in the playoffs. Elo throws in, cuts right to the hoop, and gets it back.
Let him lay it up. I don't care.
Elo looking to bring it in. He comes into Nance. Nance fakes the 3. Now Doherty. The long rebound, and Scottie Pippen has it. And they foul him again, this time with 6.6 left.
Bill Cartwright had broken on down wide on the other end. But Doherty was the guy. They did play well to stop Elo from getting a return pass. So I said yesterday was the Ides of March.
Yeah, but this is St. Patrick's.
This is St. Patrick. Tomorrow really is. Yeah. But, you know, yesterday to Hinckley.
Scotty, gotta have one.
They don't have a timeout now.
Gotta have one of them.
The Buzzards returned to Hinckley yesterday.
6.6 left.
Hovering.
Right. And Scotty rattles it in.
Just go to the bench.
Game.
Just go to the bench,
Use
guys.
some clock. They come up court 4 seconds. Elo against Jordan throws up the 3, and Pippen clears, and the Bulls win their 7th in a row.
Hold the team below 100 again.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Bulls move to 48 and 15 overall, and Miller is proud to donate $500 to Charitables for tonight's Bulls victory. 7 straight wins for the Bulls, 18 in the last 19. And they sweep the series from the Cavaliers. We'll return to Richfield and recap another thrilling Bulls win after these messages.